All right, I'm feeling good about this one. I don't know why, but here we go. Round three, free plus shipping live product selection. I would imagine at this point I'll get 0 viewers, as obviously this is round three. So we've had a few issues with the streaming so far. Even threatened to go to Facebook Live at one point. But that's neither here nor there. I'm sure at some point, if I keep canceling these midstream because of streaming issues, YouTube will probably kick me off anyways. But the point is that as of recently, I've started to see that there's value in the free plus shipping model. And the reason being is advertising is only going to get more expensive. It's going to get more competitive. 10 years ago, the average Joe would not be able to go and buy an advertisement. There, as we all know, famously, Super Bowl ads are, what do they used to be, $1.5 million for a 30-second spot? Now what are they, $5 million for a 30-second spot? Who knows? The point is this is a window of opportunity. And one way we can increase our competitive advantage is by creating sort of a viral effect. And that's kind of what free plus shipping is all about. It's about creating that crazy viral activity on Facebook, which is going to in turn drive some cheap clicks for us, which is awesome, which is what we want. Because cheap clicks means we don't have to convert at nearly as high as rate. So what we're going to do today is we're going to attempt to look for some products that could be good products. Okay, there's no guarantees, but the fact of the matter is they have the opportunity to be good products. And as I'm streaming this, I'm wondering if this is even going to work out too well. I'm not optimistic at this point, let's put it that way. I'm going to pull up the stream and see how it looks to me. Guess everything doesn't look too terribly bad. I don't know, we'll give it a go, see what happens. Kind of the one disclaimer that I always want to make if you're doing the free plus shipping, okay, if this is the model you're going to go for, obviously we're looking for a page post engagement ad. We're trying to drive that viral traffic, okay? So, get conversions out of your head, get any other type of advertisement out of your head. You're either boosting a post or you're doing a post engagement ad because we want to drive that viral traffic. We're relying on likes, shares, and all that good stuff to get us cheap clicks. The other point I want to make is if you're doing the free plus shipping, the one thing that you have to be doing is be collecting email addresses, because that's where you're going to find the value by retargeting your potential customers, people who sign up either by purchasing a product or by getting to the point where they enter in all their information, including their email address, see that shipping is too expensive and that they don't want to do it anymore. Either way, you've captured their email at this point. And just to give you kind of a little frame of reference, if you're just trying to do lead generation on Facebook, you're looking at anywhere between $3 and $5 an email. So to be able to get that for pennies on the dollar with the free plus shipping method, you're really coming out ahead of the game here. So it is pretty fantastic. Just definitely highly recommended. and that's where you're going to find the value. So if you go to MailChimp, MailChimp integrates very easily with Shopify, and you get your first 200. You get your first 2,000 emails signups for free. So cut you a little break. Once you start getting rolling there, then you're gonna have to pay a little bit, but that's okay, because email marketing is the number one investment you can probably make at any given point. So hopefully we're still running strong here, and we're gonna go check out some products that might be good for kind of a free plus shipping offer. And once again, I'm not going to guarantee anything. I can't guarantee anything because I don't necessarily know for sure. But what I can do is I can tell you that I've run a lot of free plus shipping advertisements on Facebook, and I've kind of gotten to the point where I understand what works and what doesn't. Now, first, let's see here. Let's talk about some things that I've noticed that really, at least in my opinion, don't work very well. So, for instance, as some of you may know, I don't want to be under watch this. As some of you may know, the Shopify store I run is jewelry. Essentially, it does other things as well, but it was started as a jewelry store, and it does pretty well. You can always market jewelry to a woman or a man for a woman. I'm not being sexist by any means, but that's it's there's always an opportunity. There's always buyers for your product, so that's always a good thing. But one thing I notice is it doesn't really work too well for the free plus shipping, and the reason is if you go under jewelry, and let's say you find you're going to do bracelets, for instance, and you start looking at bracelets that are going to fall into the price range that are going to allow you to do free plus shipping. Obviously 99 cents, that's great. $1.02, that's great. And all these look fine. There's no reason you can't do a free plus shipping with these, because they look good. They certainly don't look like garbage. But the problem is when people see jewelry and they see that it's being offered as free, they just automatically assume it's going to be crap, because the difference between crap jewelry and good jewelry is just ridiculously huge. So what you have to do is you have to find a kind of a niche or a product that has some steady value. And what I mean by that is, even if you get the cheapest option, it's still worth at least $10 or whatever. Because as you've seen that crap jewelry out there, and sometimes it can just be absolute garbage, and it wouldn't be worth $1 to anybody, because it would just fall apart or would turn black or something like that. So I just haven't seen really jewelry do very well in free plus shipping, even though it seems like it would be a good option. And I could be wrong. Hey, listen, I obviously don't know everything, but to me, it just doesn't seem like a viable option. I'd probably stay away from jewelry if I was looking to do some free plus shipping. Okay. The other thing that I've noticed when doing free plus shipping, so let me see if I can find a good example here really quickly. And what that is basically variants that kind of entice people to buy more than one. I've had pretty good success with that. And let's see. Well, let's see what we got down here. Let's see if it was something I was looking at earlier. Yeah, these right here. So I was looking at these earlier, and these kind of came up as kind of a cool thing for a possible free plus shipping option. And the reason this is because, well, first of all, these are cool. If you watched the failed live stream earlier, one thing that I was talking about is that when I took my kids, we switched pediatricians, and we went to the pediatrician's office, and she had these butterflies on the wall, but she had 100 of them, spread out over the wall in kind of like a wave pattern, and it looked really cool and it was really attention grabbing, and it was really awesome, man. I'd never seen anything like it, because it was 3D and it just kind of looked cool, and it was kind of organic because it's butterflies, so it's like nature, and it was just kind of cool. And that's the thing. I mean, there's so many different variants. There's yellow ones, there's pink ones, there's brown and pink ones, there's purple or blue, and a different color blue, and solids and patterns and so on and so forth. And you get 12 per lot. So for instance, the kind of the point I'm getting at here is, so say you're driving a free plus shipping offer, and you probably, if you were going to use this sort of product, you probably want to go above and beyond just the pictures that are on AliExpress here. And maybe what you can do is you can kind of search the internet and find someone who really put these to good use and made a room look really cool with these butterflies. Well, what you can do is you offer this as a free plus shipping. So they get here and they say, okay, if they want one order, for instance, it's $2.95, let's say, is the shipping, or $3.95 or $4.95 or whatever you want to charge. And, they can get 12 of them because that's how many come in a lot. But what's cool is every one of these pictures shows more than 12. So while 12 of these is cool, to get 36 of these would be really awesome. And, you could really do something really cool on your wall with 36 of them, or even more. But see, the difference is okay, so say you order one lot here. You get 12 pieces per lot. It's $265. All right. But if you order 2 pieces, it only goes up to $359. So that's not double, because your shipping remains the same for 2. And if you go 3, it only goes up a penny. And if you get 4, it only goes up another 10, 15 cents or so. And if you get 5, it only goes up another 20 cents. So the point I'm getting at is if you say, let's say you charge $2.95 shipping for one, all right, lot. That's going to create a ton of conversions. People are going to be like, that's awesome. That's a great deal. That's a home run deal. That's an unbeatable offer. I'm going to go for it. Well, then, you might lose a few cents. You figure, you're going to have to pay the Shopify payment processing fee. So you might lose a few cents. But the thing is almost everybody's going to order more. And then, so if, let's say you charge $2.95 for one, then you could charge $5.90 for 2. And then all of a sudden you're making more of a profit. And then you add another $2.95 to that. And what do you add, like $8.85 or whatever? And, then you're making more of a profit there. So what you do is you put this on Facebook, and you say, lot of 12, 3D, because 3D is cool, so you want to use cool words, 3D butterflies, and make up your description. And then you put limit 5 up there, okay? And people are going to come to your store, and they're going to buy the limit because they feel like they're taking advantage of you at this point. And when they get 60 butterflies for, whatever it's going to be, $12, $13 or whatever, that's an awesome deal. So you're going to make a bigger profit because, your shipping is pretty much staying the same. So that's kind of what I've really noticed is kind of a big key to this whole thing here is if you can get them to order more than one. Because let's be honest, people come and they say free plus shipping, and they're thinking, all right, real cool. And then you get to the shipping, and it's $9.95 or whatever, and everyone's gonna be pissed off. I mean, I don't know. I'm never gonna argue with other people who have proven methods, but to me, it's just, I've run a lot of ads, and it just seems unlikely. Like, you want to get, if you're not converting, you're just wasting your money on ads. So what you got to do is figure out a way to convert, but kind of squeeze out some value and give some implied value. So to me, that's it. And I see the question by Smithy TV: how do you list all those variants easily? Oberlo will take care of that whole thing for you. I mean, it'll import every picture, it'll list every variant, and it'll even line up the point where, like, so if you select variant whatever this is, it'll actually show the correct picture on your Shopify store. So really, really awesome, really, set up perfectly for you there with the Oberlo app. And then, I don't know if you noticed in my recently viewed, but there was another one, and that we were doing this earlier, and I came across this, and I don't want to offend anyone if this offends you, but for instance, let's see, where was it? Let's try to get back to it. Like we're looking at this right here. This is kind of the same situation, all right? This is, cheap product, obviously high perceived value. If you've ever bought these for yourself or for your wife or for your girlfriend, these things do not run 70 cents a piece. At a reputable store, they're at least $6-10 a piece. So high perceived value here. But think about, if you offer this to men, you got to think about your targeting. If you offer this to men, no man is going to share this. All right, he's going to be too embarrassed to share this on Facebook. What you might get is if you target women, you might get to a point where they might share this with their girlfriends, saying, "Hey, check this out. This is a great deal. I'm getting 5 of these, and you should check on into getting some for yourself as well." And so that's the point where you got to make sure your offer matches your target audience, because what you have to remember is you're not looking for a great deal here. You're not looking for people to say this is an amazing deal. Yes, you are, but you need those shares. You need that social aspect. You need that viral. You need social proof. The more people who like your post and share your post, the more other people want to buy it. So, while this seems like a pretty good offer, I don't even know if you can advertise this on Facebook. I'm sure you can, but it probably overall isn't a great product for that reason. Let's see here. Just going to check the chats really quickly and see if there's any questions that I should be looking into right now. And if you want to look into any specific niches or anything like that, just let me know. I'll be happy to dive into that a little bit. And once again, I can't guarantee that I can't guarantee these products are going to work, because a lot depends on your advertising and your targeting as well. But what I can tell you is that, this is kind of the general idea of things that I've seen that worked. Smithy TV, it's Oberlo, Oberlo. Pretty good app if you're doing drop shipping with Shopify and AliExpress as well. And, we were kind of talking about niches and targeting and stuff like that. Down in the description down below, I got a free report if you're interested. It's just kind of the best Shopify niches for 2017. I give you the ones that I think are the best chance of being profitable. I kind of tell you why I selected those niches, and I give you an example product for each one. So you can go ahead and download that if you're interested. And it's just a little PDF that I can't really post anywhere. So go ahead and grab that if you want it. Does long shipping time affect your sales? Best Bronx, that's a good question. And I'll tell you, everyone's always concerned about the shipping times a lot, and I understand that. But what's really cool is when you're shipping to the U.S. and you're selecting the e-packet option, you're getting a tracking number with that. And so once people get their tracking number, they're usually pretty content, because it's the fear of the unknown that really people don't like. So if they give you money and order a product and they don't hear anything for 5 days, they're going to start to get panicked, and they're going to start to get upset, and they're going to start to blow up your customer service line, which is probably your email. But if they have a tracking number, they're just going to be content. They're like, okay, it's on its way. It'll get here when it gets here. Recommended for you. I'm not in the U.S. Do you think I should use a U.S. number online, or just email is enough? Yeah, I think email is enough. I don't think you really have to worry too much about getting a phone number up there. I mean, yeah, sure, it could help conversions, but I really wouldn't worry about it. I mean, if you want it, you get I'm sure you get a Google Voice number or something like that and put it up there, but I really wouldn't worry about it. But it's a good important point. Let's swing over to my store really quickly, and I just want to show you something while we're talking about email addresses and contact information. Always, right down here at the very bottom in your footer menu or in your footer, have your support email address. Okay. Right there in black and white. That way people know how to get a hold of you. It makes them feel safe. It makes them feel secure. And it'll increase your conversions dramatically. So, it's right there on the page. And you'll see, I mean, it's important to have it right there in the footer, because no matter which product page I go to, my footer is going to remain constant. And there it is, the support email address. That way people know how to get a hold of me if they have any problems. All right, so let's go back to some products here and see. If you're doing a free plus shipping, obviously we talk about the importance of getting something to kind of go viral. The younger generation, the younger kids, like say 18 to 26, they're going to be the ones who are most likely to share and like and stuff like that. That doesn't mean they're the most likely to convert and buy, but they're a good start to have. So, people that age, I mean, their number one kind of possession is a lot of times their cell phones, so I mean, cell phone accessories. Yeah, sure, just search cheap cell phone accessories. Cell phone accessories always have a lot of potential because people go crazy over stuff like cell phone cases. Always can get some activity. If you just kind of see what's getting ordered a lot. And the higher the perceived value, the higher you can charge for shipping, obviously. But like these things, like, all right, for instance, that's not a good example because it's expensive, but assuming these are, 4 packs? Or I don't know. Anyways, you could probably find, I guess the point I'm getting at is you could probably find these cell phone covers for like $1 a piece or something like that. But there's no cool factor in that. So, I mean, it's just not, don't try to force it. You want people to come after. People got to look at your product and got to think, holy smokes, I got to have it. And however that is going to happen. For instance, like I saw like these things, okay. These things, I think somebody mentioned this on the chat a moment ago. These things are great. People go crazy for this stuff. I mean, these are just little personalized cell phone holders and stuff like that. And people just go absolutely crazy for this stuff. So, I mean, that's a great product. They're cheap. There's multiple variants as we talked about, so you can really entice people to buy more than one here. Those are great products as well. Let's see. I gotta go back. I got kind of off track here. Let me go back to the live chat and see if I can look at it and find any questions that are coming up here. Major, you said, how can you use photos from AliExpress? Most of them have the store name in them. Yeah, I mean, for instance, here's the best way I look at it. The product is not nearly as important as the presentation of the product. So if you have a product that you think you love and you think will sell, B Mooney, this is live again. We're going to try this for, you see, we're on round 3 here, so hopefully this is the one that works out for us. But back to Major, if you think you have a product that'll sell and it's great, but you can't find a good image associated with it, ditch the product. There's 5 million or 10 million other products on AliExpress that'll sell. So the presentation of the product is the most important thing. And there are products that have a bunch of great images on it, so you can find them. Don't get married to a product. Once again, it's all about the presentation of a product. It says, do you have to open an account on AliExpress to sell things from them? You're not selling things from them. Okay, this is retail arbitrage. You're buying things from them and then selling and then sending them to your customers. Okay, so no, I mean it's easier to sign up for an account because they'll store your credit card, and when you use Overload to automate the process, all you have to do is essentially do one-click buy, and you don't have to enter your credit card information every time. But all you have to do is just enter your name. It's like signing up an account for, whatever store you shop at. If you shop whatever, wherever, if you shop at Amazon, you can sign up for an account for Amazon, and all they want to do is just store your information. That way you can buy more quickly, and hopefully you'll spend more money there. Let's see. Let's try to find some other products. I briefly touched on jewelry as well. Is not a great idea because, if it's too good to be true, then it's probably crap, and that never resonates louder than with jewelry. All right, because cheap jewelry sucks, and expensive jewelry is better. For instance, I was just talking about those cell phone accessories. They have a perceived value of $10 or $11. So if you're doing a free plus shipping at $4.95, well, yeah, of course I'll take them. Give me 3. You know what I mean? So I guess that's a pretty good idea. Find something that has a high perceived value, or a perceived value of around $10 or so. For instance, go after Fanatics as well, all right, because they don't care about the price. So let's just look under golfing here, for instance. Let's see if we can find something good for golfing. That's the thing. No one has to have a tool. You know what I mean? A green repair tool. Yeah, everybody needs one, but no one has to have one. You know what I mean? So that's not a great product. Let's see. Let's find some that are getting ordered. I don't know if you can get away with these, but these have viral Facebook ad written all over them. They're funny. They're to a passionate demographic. Golfers. Look, you can probably get away with these. These are, there's it's a bikini and she's covered up, so you could probably get away with those. That's a little expensive, but let's see. Yeah, there you go. The bikini golf tees. That's funny. Golfers love it. And the other thing is people who are golfers, their friends are golfers too. So they're going to like it and share it and say, hey, Bill, get some of these or whatever. So that's a product that has a making of a viral ad. There are a viral ad. Let's see, what else is in sports? Let's see what hunting is. Let's see what's getting ordered a lot here. Once again, we're not just looking for good products here. We're looking for good free plus shipping products right now. So you're obviously going to have to be on the cheaper side. And this is really what it's all about, just scrolling through stuff and putting the time in, finding something that looks good. Boring old stuff, but it'll pay off dividends in the end. Sometimes you run into a product category where stuff's too expensive, and you just got to skip it. Yeah, nothing jumps out at me right away here. That's kind of that awesome, you gotta have it type thing. So let's see what else we got here. I don't know, let's go under pets. People love their pets. Who knows? So recommended for you, it says young people as customers. You get a lot of them, as I saw this category. They're low income, so they might not spend a lot. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a balance there. They'll like and share more things, so you'll get cheaper clicks and it'll be more viral, but it'll convert a little less. Um, that's a great point. You got to find the balance because you need those likes and shares to get the cheap clicks, but you really have to be able to convert as well. And that brings me another point, and then I'm going to talk about this product really quickly here. You know, targeting, when you're targeting an ad. Okay, so say you're trying to get you're doing like a free plus shipping, so you're doing a page post engagement. Okay, you're doing a boosted post, whatever. You're relying on a lot of likes and shares and kind of that viral activity, and so you're targeting 18 to 36 year olds. Okay, well, what Facebook is going to do is you're telling them that you want to optimize this ad for likes and shares. Now, just because you're targeting 18 to 36 year olds, if 18-year-olds are more likely to like and share your post, then it's just going to serve the ad to all 18-year-olds. It doesn't matter if you target 18 to 300-year-olds, okay? It's just going to serve the ad to the people who are most likely to like and share your post. So if you're getting a lot of likes and shares on your page post engagement or your boosted post, but you're not making any sales, try driving the minimum age up a little bit. So maybe instead of 18 to 36 year olds, you're going to target 22 to 36 year olds. Excuse me, because 22-year-olds are more likely to buy than 18-year-olds. Yeah, you might take a little hit in your likes and shares and your engagement. Your cost per engagement might go up a few cents, but if your conversions increase, then it'll be well worth it. Okay, now here's one that I want to talk about. So, I hear a lot of people who do these LED dog collars as free plus shipping. And I don't know, maybe there's some guru out there who's promoting this thing, but I mean, who needs an LED dog collar? But look at this right here. Okay, this is a dog safety belt restraint. Okay, reasonably priced, $1.70 plus $1.25 each packet. So under, what is that? Just over $3. You could run a $5.95 shipping on that, or even more, if you wanted to. And the point is you can't put a price on safety. Okay, so safety is like when you appeal to someone's need. Okay, you say, hey, and I'm just going off the top of my head here, shooting from the hip, so you can do better than this. But what's worse than losing a loved one or something like that, or wouldn't you do anything to protect your furry friend, or can you put a price on the safety of your furry friend? And just really, I mean, you got to get people emotionally involved here, and safety is a way you can certainly do that. So this is probably a pretty good product that would really kind of get to people's emotions. And you think about this, like if someone didn't have a dog, but like they know their friend is a dog lover, they would tag them on the Facebook post and say, hey, check these out, do you have these? And then if someone says, hey, do you have these for your dog? Think about that. You're going to feel so bad if you don't, that you're just going to immediately buy them. You're going to pay whatever it costs. So these are the kind of things that they're not nearly as sexy as the LED dog collar, but these are the kind of things, these are the kind of ideas that you really want to look for. And once again, I can't guarantee that'll work. I've never tested it, but based on what I know, that's a product in my mind that would do pretty well and would certainly have potential. Let's see, where do we want to go next? I guess maybe in the phones and accessories again. I feel like we kind of went a weird way around this last time. Maybe we'll get into that in a second. All right, so let's see here. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them as well. Let's see. Let's see what's under health and beauty. Might be too tricky to kind of pick one out of there. Let's see. Home and garden. People cooking tools. People who cook are passionate, and they like to have every tool in the book. So let's see what's under here. And once again, this is all live. I don't really know what I'm doing here, so we'll figure it out together. All right, so we're looking for good products that would be a free plus shipping. This is kind of funny. I mean, I don't know. It's got potential, I guess. So here's another idea. So this thing right here is essentially, I think they're called zoodles. You make zucchini noodles out of this. So you just put your vegetable in there and you turn it, and it makes noodles or pasta, quote unquote pasta, out of your vegetables. And this thing's a hot thing right now. I mean, people love this. And the thing is people always want to be healthy. So you could do this as this would be a great content marketing thing if you wanted to do, where you created a blog post about how the making zoodles or zucchini noodles or carrot noodles is so healthy for you. And you list all the benefits of eating healthy and all the side effects of eating regular pasta. And then you do a boosted post or page post engagement. And this thing would go viral if you put enough money behind it. Now, the thing is what you can do is you can find an article that talks about creating these carrot noodles or zucchini noodles out there, and then essentially model your blog post after it. And then obviously after you go through this article, you give them multiple chances to buy the product from your store. And I think that would do very well. You want to appeal to people's desire to be healthy, better themselves. Let's see, what else do we have? See, like a lot of this stuff kind of looks cool, but I mean, you don't need any of this stuff. You got to really appeal to people's emotions it's kind of the general theme. And that's really what this all about, this whole live stream, looking through products together, is understanding the thought process. It's the whole give a man a fish he eats for a day, teach a man how to fish he eats for a lifetime type thing. You really got to get into the mindset. And that's, some of you may know that's what I talk about with Beginners Mastermind, which is the group that I put together. And it's not about, a course. I've created courses in the past that taught you how to do things, and they're great. And it'll get you from point A to point B or point A to point, M or whatever, and halfway through. But the problem is technology changes so fast, and trends change so fast, and opportunities change so fast, that if I build a course now, it might be stagnant in 6 months. But do you think I'm going to stop selling it? No, because I built my whole marketing campaign around selling this course. So see, that's kind of the problem with online courses, and that's why I created Beginners Mastermind, to kind of get you into the thought process. And it's a constant flow of relevant information and tutorials, just to kind of get you into the mindset of thinking like an online entrepreneur and seizing opportunity. And I'm not trying to sell you on it right now. There's a link down below if you want it, of course. You want to join us, be happy to have you. But it's just, that's kind of the idea of really what you need to do to be successful is not take everything as step A, B, C, D, and E. I mean, yeah, sure, there's some things like the store setup that I've created, and some of you may have been a part of that as well. Yeah, it's very technical. It's boring. It's first you do this, next you do that, and next you do that. But there's going to be a point where you got to go beyond that in order to see success, and that's where you kind of have to start, looking for opportunities and thinking for yourself. Let's see here. Let's find some more. Where do we want to go? Let's see. Let's find some more products here. Let's go to another category. There's got to be an opportunity in home and garden, wouldn't you think? Barware. Let's try that. It's getting later in the evening where I am. Let's start talking about cocktails, I guess. See, here's another thing. This stainless steel vacuum sealed red wine bottle stopper. These are cool, man. But do I have to have it? Probably not. I've also seen these. These are funny. But do I have to have it? Probably not. Might be good right around Christmas as a gag gift or something like that. But really, even you're relying on it going super viral, and it's not one of those like I have to have it type things. Just for the sake of showing. Let's see if I can find it. One thing one theory I kind of poised, and I've never tested it out as at all. But okay, so say for instance you focused your store on um, you know Far East remedies or Chinese medicine or natural or homeopathic medicine or the Chinese culture, I guess. Then you could really avoid the whole shipping concerns because if the fact that you were actually shipping your products from China, you would actually look more authentic, I guess. Let's see. Let's see what I can find here. Like for instance, I don't know, this isn't really a good free plus shipping option, but this little cupping, portable cupping kit. You remember in the Olympics when the United States swimmers had, cupping was the big rage. I mean, you could probably sell this thing for $30 in the United States then. But for instance, they have these. I don't even know what these are, but they're pain patches and they're super cheap. So if you solve a problem, if you ease someone's pain, people will go crazy for this. So that's an opportunity to kind of kill two birds with one stone. You create that need to have it. Now I don't know if this is something that's necessarily going to go viral, so maybe not the best free plus shipping, but just kind of getting off on a tangent. Maybe here's a niche that there's some opportunity in. Certainly a good idea worth exploring. So I hope that was somewhat helpful. I'm just going to go back to the questions and see what we see here. Don't forget, if you want to check out that niche report down there, go ahead and grab that. You'll probably find a little bit of value, and it kind of talks to you. Once again, it talks to you about the idea of why you would select products. Recommended for you. Where are you at? It says 3 a.m. there. Must be in the UK. Is that right? Oh, I see a question further back from Major. It says, how do you make ePacket show up on the listing. Yeah, that's cool. So this is the Oberlo extension um, for you got to be in the Chrome browser here, the Chrome browser for this to work. And let's see. So what you can do is, when you install this, and this is free, you can go install it. You can have them show ePack. You can have them show any shipping option you want. You can have them show the destination country, and you can also, which is really cool, you can have them show the processing time as well. And so, like for instance, if this is 4 days processing and this is 7 days processing, obviously all else being equal, you want to go for the supplier that's got a lower processing time. So that's really cool. And all you do is just like if you just type in Oberlo extension Chrome browser. You can just get it right there, and you just get it installed. And I don't even think you need an account with Oberlo. I'm not certain. But yeah, I mean, you can just add its Chrome right there. And then, like I said, even if you do, Oberlo's free. So you can just sign up for a free Oberlo account. No problem there. But yeah, that's how you get these little things right there. And once again, you have to be in the Chrome browser, and it's the Oberlo extension. And I think by default, you have to make a selection if you want the processing time up there. I don't think there. But the other thing is if you're not familiar with Oberlo, I'll just show you really quickly. If you're looking at an item and you're browsing in AliExpress and you see you want to add this to your store, you just click on this tag right here, and it'll add it to the. Maybe I'm not logged in right now. Yeah, I'm not logged in right now or something. But yeah, I'm not logged in. But all you do is you do that, and it'll send it to an import list, and you just add it to your store just like that, real simple. All right. Any other questions? Any other things we want to talk about? I want to be here and offer you an opportunity to ask questions, see things, but also don't want to sit here and bore you for the rest of the night either. Let's see. Sorry for the delay here. I'm kind of looking at some other things right now. I'm just going to check the questions one more time here. And any strategies on Facebook marketing and the free plus shipping? Yeah, I mean, it's all about the offer, man. You got to get people excited. You got to people want to go about it. And for me, my strategy, I'm a marketer. I'm an email marketer guy. I'm a long-term approach type of guy. So for me, what I want to do is I want to find a product that gets people going, gets people excited, and I want to optimize. Basically, let me put it like this. Here's what you want to do, in my opinion. You want to get as few conversions as possible while still generating a lot of traffic and at least breaking even on your Facebook ads. So what I mean by that is anytime, someone comes to your store and they say, okay, cool, I want this product. They add it to your cart. The next thing they do is they're taken to enter their information. Excuse me. They enter their email address, they enter their name, their address, and they hit submit, and then they go, and that's when they see the shipping. So at that point, they're either going to decide yes, they want it, or no, they don't. But you have already captured their email address, okay? They are now on your email list, assuming you're integrated with something like MailChimp or some other marketing automation software, email delivery system, and you can now market to them for free for the rest of the time that they're on your list. Now you can't just spam them with offers because they'll unsubscribe, but you can give them value, you can offer them articles, and you can continue to market them for free from now until eternity. And so what you want to do is you want just enough people to convert on your offer. That way you profit enough to pay for your Facebook ads. Okay, so essentially you could build an insane list for free, really. So whether that is charging $2.95 shipping or charging $3.95 shipping, because if you just charge $9.95 shipping on everything, you're never going to convert at the rate you need to. If you find an amazing product, yes, you will. But for the average product, you're never going to convert at the rate you need to pay for your advertising, let alone making a profit. So you just got to do everything set up so you're breaking even. You're just making enough products to pay for your Facebook advertising. And that way you don't have to fulfill a bunch of orders either, okay? Because fulfilling orders takes time. I mean, no one ever tells you about this, but to fulfill the orders, it takes time no matter what. And you're going to have customer service issues, and people are going to email you the next day and say, oh man, I gave you the wrong email address, or I gave you the wrong shipping address, or I actually spelled my name wrong. I mean, you would not believe the kind of stuff that happens when you're making a few hundred orders a day. I mean, it's just nonstop. So the fewest amount of actual sales to still make you enough profit to pay for your Facebook advertising while you're building your list that you can essentially email market to for free is my preferred strategy on Free Plus Shipping. Kathy, yeah, I kind of was talking about it just as you were writing that, so maybe I answered your question already. But no, you don't want people to understand. You don't want people to see the shipping until they get to the shipping page, because you want their email address. I mean, the email address is golden. I mean, that is key. That is huge. That is more valuable than most people who are beginners can even fathom. So if you understand what I just said, you got value out of however much time you spent watching this video, because that's the essence of business. You're looking for lifetime value of a customer. Think about it like this. The big guys, they will pay millions of dollars to acquire customers, and they will be in the red for a week, a month, a year, 10 years, depending on what product they're serving or selling. But eventually, they know that the lifetime value of the customer, they're going to get that back eventually. So they have the capital up front to invest. And that, as a beginner, that's what the problem is. You don't have the capital to invest. But if you do the Free Plus Shipping method, that gives you the capital and the if you run the metrics just right, it gives you the opportunity to do what the big boys do and build up this list and then extract lifetime value, all without going really any money out of pocket, because you're not going to have to pay for your Facebook ads right away. And by the time you do, the money's already going to be in your account from Shopify. So it's really a pretty cool little trick here that, and to be honest with you, I think, I think this is that's essentially the essence of what Ty Lopez and Adrian Morrison. I just saw, I think that's his name, Adrian Morrison. I just saw they just launched an e-com success thing this year as a relaunch of a course they did last year. They're charging like $2,500 for it, and I'm not saying not to buy it. Okay, it's. If you got an extra $2,500 laying around, I'm sure there's a ton of valuable information there, and I just gave you the gist of the whole plan there, and they're probably going to give you more specifics and show you. I don't really know. I'm not telling you not to buy it, but what I'm saying is I just gave you the gist of everything they're going to be teaching you, because this is the method. This is the value. When I first started, I was all content marketing and long-term value, and I still believe that, but then I found the real value as I got more into Shopify of the Free Plus Shipping, and that's really building the email list for free. And once again, you're just going to integrate that with MailChimp and so on and so forth. And that's why, even if you don't need the niche report down below, just sign up and get it if you're not already on my email list. Because, this is just the type of stuff I talk about all the time. I just, basically, everyone's like, why are you doing this? Why, this is awesome. And basically there's, yes, I do have the mastermind course or class or group or whatever you want to call it. That is, a yearly price that it does cost money, but really it's just, if I just break even on that, that's my goal. But basically you have two options. Either you can make money or you can expand your reach, and you just really can't do both. And so as I told you, I'm more of a long-term growth type of guy. So I'm just trying to expand my reach right now. So I'm just all about providing valuable content. And I've been doing this for years. I have passive income that allows me the opportunity to kind of devote the time to whatever I want to do. So that's what it's all about here. So I hope you subscribe to the channel and hang out with me and stick around, and we'll figure out this online game together, because really what it all is, it's just business, but it's business with the barriers to entry broken down. Okay, this is I said this is the greatest, we're the beginning stages of the greatest revolution in the history of forever. And that's what it is. I mean, things are going to get more expensive. The big boys are going to take over, but now's the opportunity. I mean, you can jump in and as a little guy and get in there and get your piece and establish yourself. I mean, this is it. That is really what it's all about. So, I mean, gosh, I hope you come with me. This is just a really cool time in history, and it's just really a redistribution of wealth. And it's time to grab your piece here. Just really quickly, kind of show you what this is all about. And this is a brand new group, so it's not even at the top of the search results yet. But that's what's kind of cool, to be kind of a chartered member of this group is really awesome, because everybody's really excited. And this is what it looks like here. Just really, really cool looking group. You can join now for pretty cheap. And there's just a lot of great stuff here as well. If you're in advertising or e-commerce or blogging, or if you want to ask questions or join the forums and discuss, or just kind of see what my thought processes are. You see, I just kind of create. I try to do at least four posts a week, and a lot of it's Facebook advertisement right now, and just a lot of good stuff. Just tips and tricks that normally wouldn't do very well on Facebook or on YouTube, but is important information, really the nuts and bolts of being successful here. So just a lot of good stuff. If you question and answers, stuff like that. So we're kind of building a knowledge base here. Just a lot of good stuff. So I really love to have you and encourage you to come check it out. Let's see, at the very least, get on the free email list. And like I said, I just put out a ton of great content for you here. Let me go back and check the questions again. Let's see if anything else is up there. Yep, I think I have probably successfully bored everyone to death this evening. So thanks for hanging. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do it again, and I'll continue to just pump out a lot of great content for you. So yeah, go out there, get it done. Remember, this is not get rich overnight, quick, but just put the work in. Don't give up, and take your time and go slow, and don't overshoot your budget there. And remember, like, as much as we talk about advertising, there's plenty of free traffic out there. It's not going to get you from 0 to 10K a month overnight by any chance. But there's a lot of great free traffic out there, and that's how I got my start, with all free traffic. And it's just, there's a lot of great opportunity. So get out there, keep working hard. It's going to get frustrating at times, but man, I'm telling you, the payoff is worth it. I mean, in looking back now, it doesn't seem that hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I struggled at times, and I'm sure I got frustrated, but looking back now, it seemed like it was a pretty fun ride learning how to do this. And you got to remember, like, I didn't know anything, when I first started, and this wasn't that long ago. And I just, true story. My wife set up my Facebook page for me, and I mean, that's it. Now, I mean, I built this, website, and the online marketing and the Shopify, and the blogging and the SEO. It's just all stuff that I put the time in, I learned, and now it's just a valuable skill. Even if I didn't want to market or teach or do Shopify ever again, small businesses would hire me to build their websites or build their Shopify stores. I mean, I turn down offers all the time. So it's a great time to be alive, and there's plenty of opportunity out there, and that's the other side of it too. You don't have to, if you learn Shopify, you don't have to do Shopify. You can build Shopify stores for a pretty handsome profit as well, and that's a pretty laid back deal right there. So it's always great to learn a skill, and you never know how it's gonna help you out in the long run. All right, so anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go chill out for the rest of the night. Thanks for joining, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Okay, thanks a lot.